Our team coverage, but take a look at this. I put some noodles out here earlier tonight. They were soft. They are now frozen noodles. So that just goes to show you how cold it is out here. So we want to get to our team coverage. We have two reporters right now joining us. The first reporter we're going to join is News 19's Jamin Wade. He is over in Newberry County. He has been set up there since yesterday following the very latest conditions. Hi there, Jamin. Tell me what you're seeing right now on this Saturday night.
Well, Erica, I see that you're outside because I am set up inside of our hotel. We have a TV going that's in the background, so I'm able to see you outside in your beautiful pink jacket. But I am inside because, like Chevy just told you guys, the wind chill here is 0 degrees, and I didn't want to be outside in those cold temperatures, and I suggest that you should not be outside in those cold temperatures. I'm going to get you to some video that we shot today so that you can see everything that we saw today. So earlier today, as you can see in this video, the roads were clear, and they were clear for quite some time because of the warmer temperatures that we got Friday. But now, the roads are completely frozen over. We also made a trip over to Newberry College where we got to see some students slide down the hill. I also got a chance to slide down the hill. And so that was a little bit of a highlight of today. But those roads, those are what we're really talking about here now. Now that those temperatures, like the feel-like temperatures are outside are 0 and those roads are completely frozen, it has become a very dangerous situation for people that are on the roads. I spoke to Sheriff Lee Foster kind of about what those road conditions are going to look like. Take a listen.
Well, tonight is going to start the process of it getting cold. And I don't care how much salt they put down. At those temperatures, we're going to start having pockets of ice. You see the ponding in the road already, and that's going to turn to ice. I mean, you know, you're talking about like 0 degrees, and, you know, that's not Celsius, that's Fahrenheit, that's cold.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. It is cold outside. And so just like I am inside, I hope everybody else is staying inside, staying safe, staying warm, stay off the roads, especially tomorrow morning as we're still going to be in the extreme cold weather advisory that Chevy was just talking to you guys about. Make sure that if you do plan on getting out on the road on Sunday, that you're taking your time, you're giving your time enough time to break, and you're watching out for some of those black ice spots. But for now, I'm gonna send it back to you guys in the studio. Reporting in Newberry, Jamin Wade, News 19 WLTX.
All right, Jamin, thank you so much. Yeah, I think Sheriff Lee Foster is absolutely correct about those cooler temperatures. And no matter how much you treat the roads, it could be a very dangerous situation, especially later tonight and into Sunday morning. We do want to turn our coverage now to News 19's Josie Frost. She has been over in Richland County giving us some updates. I do believe she is in the Vista, so let's go ahead and check in with Josie. Josie, what's the current condition and lay out where you are exactly?
Erica, we are here inside. We are also, like Jamin, staying inside today. We're trying to stay out of the cold, as we're advising all of our viewers to do as well. Now, I think we've had some technical issues. I'm not sure if they have the video that we were hoping to bring to you guys, just about kind of what we've been seeing today. But I did want to come out and talk to you guys a little bit about what I've been hearing. So I talked to some people from the city of Columbia today. I talked to the assistant city manager, Clint Shealy, about kind of what are they expecting as we go into the overnight with some of the storms. And he said that the biggest kind of thing that they're waiting to see is obviously the roads, but the other thing is what the pipes might look like, what kind of leaks they might have, what kind of issues they might have. So I got a couple specifics from him earlier about what exactly they're looking to see. They say they're expecting to see service line leaks and home plumbing leaks, things like that. They're expecting to see some calls overnight and into tomorrow on that. And we've obviously been talking to you about how to prepare your pipes, about covering your pipes, covering any sort of outside faucets, being able to kind of winterize your home, and obviously letting your taps drip overnight. But Clint told me that one of his biggest pieces of advice, the biggest thing he's been telling people is he talked to me about knowing how to shut off the water valve in your home. So just to shut off access to water in your home if you were to have the case of a leak and have water flooding your home and start to see damages. Now, he talked to me specifically about how you should do that if you don't know. Go ahead and take a listen to what he had to say.
A lot of homeowners will have a shut-off valve in their crawl space or possibly in the yard. Some don't, but there's a valve in the water meter box. Normally, Josie, we encourage folks to stay out of that box because there's some sensitive electronic equipment in there associated with the metering system. But under emergency conditions, if the home's flooded and property's being damaged, I understand, customer would need to get in that box and try to operate that valve.
Now, he did also tell me that if you're not able to locate it, if you're not exactly sure how to do it, you can reach out to the City of Columbia, and they will help you figure out how to do that. And they'll obviously respond if you have any major issues. But that is one big thing we're looking at going into tonight and into tomorrow is the potential for any water issues, as well as continuing to monitor the roads. We were out earlier this evening, and we saw a lot of really hazardous conditions on the roads here in downtown Columbia. We saw a lot of people struggling to kind of make it up the hill, a lot of people stalling out where they are. So again, just encouraging people to stay off the roads. In Columbia, Josie Frost, News 19, WLTX.
All right, Josie, lots of really good tips and information for folks to listen to. One of the areas really impacted today is Sumter County. That is where we find News 19 Shannon Taylor. She spent the day there, and boy, oh boy, did they get a lot of this stuff, the snow.
Well, we're here in Sumter giving you the very latest on some of those snow totals and what we're seeing. Currently, I'm going to step out of the way and show you. You're looking at US 521 on Broad Street, where, as you can tell and see, there are still a couple of people out on the roads, but the roads are almost completely covered in snow. Even the grassy areas, a bunch of the stores have closed a little bit earlier Saturday afternoon. But just taking a look at the conditions right now, it's not looking the best. There's still currently people on the road doing some traveling, but we, however, do not advise that. Now, we've taken you through many areas of Sumter. On Saturday, we took you to Patriot Park, where we met a family from Utah who was out enjoying the snow and doing some sledding. Here's what they told me.
We've been in Sumter for 4 years. We've seen snow maybe twice. We're both from Utah, so we always want our kids to get a little experience of the snow. So, we did what we can to enjoy it while it's here.
And we even showed you some road conditions as this ice and snow continues to accumulate throughout Sumter. We showed you a wreck that happened on US 521 in Wedgefield, where a woman that we got information about from the towing company and her husband says that she went out to the bank around 8:30 Saturday morning, ran off the road, and her car was completely upside down. And while we were at the scene, we did speak to a state trooper who tells us that as that happened, icy conditions like the ones that we're seeing Saturday into Sunday are only going to increase, and says something very important that I want to relay the message, that if you're driving in a place that has a speed limit sure that if you are on the roads and do decide to be on the roads between Saturday and Sunday, that you're taking your time, making sure that you're having space between you and the other vehicle, or just don't come on the roads at all, because these conditions are continuing to get worse as the snow continues to accumulate out in Sumter. Of course, we'll continue to keep you updated with more information from Sumter County, the city of Sumter, and how the workers and first responders are helping to respond to any emergencies as this winter storm continues. Reporting in Sumter with News 19, Shannon Taylor, WLTX.